Hey, welcome to another Businessology lesson. And today I'm going to talk about my journey with journaling. So, one thing I learned early on in being an entrepreneur is to manage your mind. The psychology of your mind is really important. Now, I think this is important for any human. So, any human that's on some endeavor to achieve some goal is going to go through a lot mentally to fight sometimes with themselves. They're just going to really struggle with a lot of things in their mind. And so when that happens, as humans, we are not meant to hold a lot of things in our mind. Our mind is actually not good at holding a lot of things in the short-term memory, the prefrontal cortex, this front part of the brain is where you hold a lot of these, the rational decisions and things like that. So this prefrontal cortex and how you manage that is very key to how you work. And so it's also true for professional firms. So they have a lot of technical things in their head. They have a lot of work on their plate. And so it's really key to not manage those things in your mind. When you have a lot going on or you anticipate a lot going on in the future that you can't figure out, it starts to stack up. I call it layering. So emotional problems can layer on your mind, especially when, as an entrepreneur, you're always dealing with the entrepreneurial growth, but you also have a personal life too. And all of that plays in. You got to balance those things well. And it's tough to do it in your mind. So you're not meant to keep a lot of things in your head. So when we hear people say things like, I'm stressed or I'm overwhelmed, we wonder if there's just too much in their mind. Are you not writing things down? Are you not pulling it out of your mind? It's why, as a services firm, we heavily lean on workflow and project management tools. These have lists of tasks, and it reflects the scope of what we're supposed to be doing for our clients. And it's because a professional can't keep, all the tasks for 10 big clients in their head. It's got to be in a piece of software. That's really part of managing their mind. So journaling is the solve for that. And a lot of times, through counseling or therapy that I've gone through, it's helpful that they say, empty your mind, right? You got to get that stuff out of your head because you start to have conversations with yourself that are not appropriate. Actually, you can have conversations with yourself in your mind that are inaccurate. And a lot of times it's about another person. You can determine what they're going to say, what they won't say, what you would say to them if they said this. Those are not healthy. It's not healthy to run those conversations in your mind. I've heard it said that you don't want to have conversations with somebody in your mind that you actually wouldn't say out loud to that person. So those are things to push out of your mind, and it's hard to do. Journaling is just a way to do it. It's a very practical way to get everything out of your head. Journaling slows you down because typically you're either writing or typing. I like to handwrite in my journals. It does slow me down, and it allows you to think. And a lot of times it can be very therapeutic to get a lot of the things jumbled in your mind, the overwhelm, and get it written on paper. Specifically, you'll learn a lot about yourself over time, and you'll become better at this. This is a skill at managing your mind you get better at over time. So right now, when I feel stressed and overwhelmed, it's a trigger to me. I go, I probably need a journal. And basically that just means I know there's multiple layers of things going on, probably work, personal life, kids, family, the team, growth, all of this stuff together you can't sort. So if I feel that overwhelm, it's now a sign for me to stop and write it down if I can. So that's the value of journaling. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I don't do it enough. Sometimes I have to stop and just walk away and go journal on purpose just to make sense of the things going on around me. So journaling is a huge skill just to support you in the mental effect of understanding what's going on in your entrepreneurial world, your personal life, and how all that fits together. So I hope journaling helps you. Let me know at info@blummercpas.com if it is helpful to you.